CazzMann and the CazzMania Radio Show, WCAZZ.
Yo, it's CazzMann Radio, coming to you live, wide awake, Wilson, North Carolina. Have a special guest in the building, the inventor of the iconic MC Hammer pants, the face behind the fashion of SoulTrain, and also work with people such as the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, Sherry Shepherd, Big Daddy Kane, Khalida Smith of the Bernie Mac Show, and Cameron of the WWE Total Divas, just to name a few. One of my cousins, coolest cousin that I know, LA bound, Wilson's own, Tamechi Toney Briggs. Say what's up to the world. What's going on?
What up? What's in the phone, baby? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Chilling, everybody chilling, man. Yo, for anybody that don't know, this my cousin Tamechi Toney Briggs, from Wide Awake, Wilson, North Carolina. Well, one of the ones that had the talent and the drive and the guts to get on a bus from Wilson, North Carolina to go to SoulTrain and actually made it. But you know, you explain all that, man. People know all that.
Well, my goodness, why did you have to say get on the bus?
I mean, hey, here's the bus.
To the day I remember that ride clearly. Oh my God.
They're about 3 days, won't it?
I only did that because I was afraid to fly. I didn't even know anything about flying.
Oh, wow.
Trust and believe me. That bus ride was something else because it wasn't just one bus ride. It was several bus rides because after leaving Wilson to dance on SoulTrain, I repeatedly came back to SoulTrain periodically during my years in high school.
Wow.
To be a SoulTrain dancer. So I was one of the dancers that lived 3,000 miles away from where.
Wait. So how old were you when you got on the bus? Well, I mean, the first time you ever went, how old were you then?
I think I could have been no more than 13, 14 years old.
You would not know 13 or 14 years old leaving on a bus.
I didn't have license or anything. I could have been, I think I was 14 about to turn 15 because I didn't have license, and I remember Freddie didn't have license either. Freddie was older than me. Okay, put it this way.
Okay.
I was not in high school yet.
What?
It was summer of 8th grade.
Wow.
Is when I went to dance on SoulTrain, and I was just a kid, and I was just so happy that my parents trusted and knew that I was mature enough to handle that road trip because there was no chaperones, there was no adults, it was just Freddie and I. We got our money together by picking cucumbers and cropping tobacco and cutting grass and raking leaves and whatever we could do to make the money to get there. That's how we were able to get there.
So, I mean, so how you find out how to get there? You just can't say, I'm just going to get on the bus and go to SoulTrain, damn that. No, so how you find that out?
Well, actually, how that ended up happening is, oh my goodness, I was just so infatuated with SoulTrain that I was like, I had to get on the show.
Nah.
But I was calling 411, and I was trying to find out SoulTrain. I kept asking the operator, could you give me the number of SoulTrain?
Wait. You called the operator with like, okay.
Which is the LA operators, and that's how I was able to find out how to, where SoulTrain was. And I kept calling. For months, I would call 1-213-555-1212. They were like, there isn't anything called SoulTrain. There isn't a SoulTrain. I was like, you know, but it's on TV and it's a studio. No, we don't have a SoulTrain listing. Thank you. And I was like, this tramp. I know that there's a SoulTrain. So I called one day, and I think you're looking for Don Cornelius Productions.
Oh, wow.
And she gave me the number, and I called. And so when the young lady answered the phone, I eventually found out it was Cheryl's song, and I was gagging. I was like, I could not believe that this is Cheryl's song. I was screaming. I was like, you're not Cheryl.
And for everybody out there in the world, Cheryl's song is the Chinese girl with the long hair that everybody always recognizes her from SoulTrain.
And she ended up giving me all the information I needed to get on the show, and that was something she dn't have to do. I mean, I was completely just livid to know that I was talking to the Cheryl song. What led her heart to share that information with me? I would never know.
How old were you when you started making clothes?
what ended up happening is I was sewing before I went to SoulTrain. So I started sewing clothes at an early age, like when I started really like when I was in the 5th grade. I never forget making me a SoulTrain vest. And I wore it to school. I kept that vest for the longest. And it was embroidery. I think it's still at my mom.
What school you going to then?
I made this vest at Elvis Street.
Elvis Street? Oh, wow.
I made it at Elvis Street School, and I thought, because when I used to go to school, I used to dress like SoulTrain in school. I never wore like regular clothes. Kids thought I was insane. I would wear the crazy socks, the platform shoes, and I used to wear my mom's clothes. I would steal her clothes and put them in my bag and get dressed on the bus. So I was already sewing when I went to SoulTrain, and that was the one thing that I told Cheryl when I finally got her on the phone. I would love to make some clothes for you, and she said, okay.
So you in Elvis Street School. Where are you? I know you weren't making no money, so where were you getting your material from to make your clothes from?
Well, when I was at Elvis Street School, I was more or less recycling then. I would take old clothes and make this, or take a scrap piece of material, or use a towel, anything that I could get to make stuff. Anything I could get to make really clothes. I didn't really start cutting fabric and sewing until right after 8th grade. In 7th grade, I started putting stuff together because I was dancing for a local DJ at a radio station there called WGTM.
Yeah, Soul 92.
It was Golden Boy. And we had a group called the Golden Boy Dancers.
Oh, wow.
And so I used to make our costumes. And we opened for like a lot of celebrities that came through Wilson to perform, like at Fleming Stadium, when they had Cameo, Evelyn Champagne King, Sun, all those groups that kids seen the Sunshine Band. We were their opening act. But I was doing the choreography, making the costumes. I was like, oh, we're going to do it like this, we're going to do it like that. You know, and then we were doing this local show called Teenage Frolic. In any outlet that there was that I could get to dance and perform, and that's what I would do. So in the midst of doing all that, we had no costumes. So I would make our costumes, and that's how the whole love for fashion came about, which I love fashion anyway. I thought I was down the wrong. She could tell me.
Oh, my God. What high school did you go to?
I went to Hunt High School. I terrorized them transfer there.
Oh, wow. Hunt High School, man.
They were not ready because I had extensions all the way down.
Oh, wow.
I was one old diva at school. I used to dance in the pep rallies and wear the children out. I was just, and then on top of that, I was definitely the class clown.
So, okay, you back at SoulTrain, and I remember a lot of times when I came back home from Philly that every Saturday 12 o'clock, SoulTrain come on. When that little train light come on, SoulTrain, everybody was like, Tony, look at Tony. Oh my God, look at Tony, triple Tony. I'm like, who the hell is Tony? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just fresh from Philly, so I'm trying to get caught up. And they were like, Toney Briggs, stay down the street, Daniel Hill.
But your house was so musically inclined. Everybody was there singing and doing music and stuff. So I knew you were going to be musically inclined anyway. But no, at that particular time, I think it was the prime of being on the show. But see, it's amazing that they didn't even spot me out because I didn't get to dance on the show as much as I wanted to because when I got there, I fell heavy into designing clothes for the dancers.
Right.
So we taped on a Saturday and Sunday. And what ended up happening is I was sewing all that week. So, I really didn't get to do as much as I wanted to as a dancer. I knew that I was a really good dancer, but I didn't get to really reach my zenith as a dancer on the show because I was sewing most of the clothes. But my fulfillment came when I did get to see my clothes flourish and blossom. Yeah, because I remember
Sheila the Diva, you gave her the outfit with the cat suit and the hat, with like the circle hat thing that you had for her.
Yeah, actually, that was an actual album that she would wear.
You had a record?
I would the album with the fabric and make the tie so that they would stay on the side of the head. But that particular outfit was originated right there in Wilson. As a matter of fact, when we used to do fashion shows in Wilson, Francine Fox used to wear the same outfit because it was the same thing. But this is what is a trip. And we'll probably can cover this later if we keep talking about all this stuff, but the same outfit I ended up giving to Oaktown's 357.
Yeah, I saw that when they had the polka dot joint going on.
The same outfit that originated right there from Wilson, North Carolina.
Now, when you say Old Town 357, that's MC Hammer's group, so I'm glad you got into that already. How did you get the gig with MC Hammer and gave him the look that's known to the world as the MC Hammer pants? Please explain that.
Well, okay, how that came about was when I those baggy pants actually, when I first started sewing, they were the first pants, the first ensemble that I made, and I used my mother's curtains. I was in my room,
using curtains,
little room in my mama's house that looked right at the park. I was in that room. I was laying down. I was like, I want to make me some pants for our show that we're going to be doing. And I took the curtains down, and I just started cutting in the direction that I thought they would go in, trying to follow some pants that I had seen.
So what made you do the baggy part in between the legs part to make it look like a balloon stuff?
Well, what happened is that wasn't the intention. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to do something else, and I cut them wrong. You know, I mean, I had never really cut a full pattern before, and I was like, oh my goodness, I messed them up.
So
Damn.
it was a mistake that turned into a fashion icon.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then I eventually put them on and finished them. And believe it or not, those pants, I was sewing them by hand, so it took a while for me to see the result.
Wow.
And so I still have those same original pants at my mom's house.
Now I remember Hammer when Hammer was out, when he came out with before he got the You Can't Touch This, his whole had the troop suit and the glasses, and Old Town 357, the dancers had the troop suit. So what made you change his look, and how did he agree to use them pants for his look?
Well, what ended up happening is they Hammer saw some dancers in LA called the Soul Brothers, and they were with Def Jeff.
Okay.
And they danced with Def Jeff, and Soul Brothers was made up of a group of guys from SoulTrain. And Hammer saw them and was like, yo, where y'all get those pants from? Those are dope. So they gave Hammer my number. And Hammer, okay, this is really funny how this happened, because Hammer was also looking for clothes for 357. And then, not knowing, they didn't know that the same designer they were looking for, that they had got the number from the Soul Brothers, was the same designer that they were looking for, that they got the number from Sheila at SoulTrain.
Wow.
So I knew it was them when they called, because Candy had called me and said, Tamechi, MC Hammer's people's looking for you. They're trying to put together a new image for him for his new music, and they want some clothes for the girl for 357. And what ended up happening is they ended up coming to my apartment in Burbank.
Oh, wow.
Hammer's brother and Jonathan Mosley, and that's where we sealed the deal.
Wow. I ain't want to put your business out there, but how much they were paying you? You want to put that out there?
Well, it was pretty good, especially when when you're used to. For me, it was a neutral amount, because I was already making a decent amount of money doing clothes for. When they came at me, I was really doing my thing as a designer, and I kind of pulled back because I wanted to be a singer. And I felt like if I became a household name designer, they wouldn't take me serious as a singer. So I was being sought after as some of the really prominent celebrities at the time, but right before Hammer. As a matter of fact, I had gotten a call to do Madonna.
Oh, wow.
Because she was doing her new project, and they wanted somebody to do some stuff in lace. And when they called me, it was like, it's this new artist named Madonna, and they want these laces. I was doing SoulTrain. I wouldn't let nobody come before SoulTrain.
Oh, wow.
So the date that they wanted me to meet with Madonna's people was the date that they were doing SoulTrain, and I turned it down.
Now, the MC Hammer pants, right? They like the most iconic pants in the world that everybody knows. As soon as you see him, Hammer, they can't touch this, you know what I'm saying? So the actual outfit he had in the video, that was your thing, right?
Well, the outfit in You Can't Touch This, yeah, I did most of the clothes in that video. And the one outfit with the bronze color pants and the mustard color jacket with the symbols on them, that was my outfit. I put that together and a few of the other outfits in You Can't Touch This.
Oh, wow.
Because what ended up happening is that all those videos was done like at one time.
Right.
And I think what Hammer did was they wanted to do all those videos to get them out the way because everything just ran crazy because I made a horrible mistake in letting them see how fast I could put things together because there was one show where we were doing, there was one video where we were doing, it was at this church in Oakland, and I'll never forget, one of the pants got missing during the taping, and I was like, ooh, somebody trying to sabotage me, because there was other designers on the set. So I was like, they was like, what are we going to do, I was like, I know what I'll do. And there was these curtains in back of the church hanging up on the stage. Wait.
You took some church curtains and made an outfit out of it.
I went back to my roots. I knew I created the pants from curtains. I was like, well, wait a minute. I cut a plug out the curtains.
Lord Jesus, forgive him, Lord, forgive him.
and sat on the corner of the stage and made some pants for one of the dancers. I think it took about 15 minutes. And then they finished the video.
Well, you know, the MC Hammer pants are like the most popular pants. They coming back in style now. I've been seeing Justin Bieber wear them. A lot of celebrities wear them. You see a lot of spin-offs of them. So how you feel about that? How you feel seeing your design that's became the most known pair of pants in the world?
It's a bittersweet situation because, hey, it would be wonderful if royalties could be collected.
Right.
You can change one thing and then the design becomes yours. I see a lot of different people try to reduplicate. It's very inspiring, but at the same time, it's like, oh my stars, are you kidding me? That's my design.
So I know I saw MC Hammer in some type of commercial when he popped out the box and putting up nails or something like that, something. And he had an outfit on.
And that was my particular outfit that they try to reduplicate.
Oh, wow.
I just hate when they do it and it doesn't look right.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even look right. I'm like, what's wrong with him?
Well, see, the thing about it is, my whole thing is you want to make sure that you are wearing stuff that fits your body type. And it has to be done with a certain type fabric.
Right.
You don't do those type of pants if the material is stiff.
Right.
Because they're going to take your body in a whole nother direction. Fabric choices was so important. So if I was to see them and the fabric wasn't right, it would irritate me. Sometimes they could be perceived the wrong way. It was never ever perceived as a joking matter to me. I was really serious about them when I made them, and I am today. Now, of course, I like the idea that they have a fun sense of style to them where they can be fun and exciting, but at the same time, very serious. Because for me, like I told you when I first created those pants, it was a mistake.
Right.
But it was a mistake that's gone good. We used to call them the balloon pants.
Yeah, I remember that.
In Wilson, that's what we called them. The balloon pants. And they used to laugh at me when I used to wear them.
I didn't laugh. I used to see Teddy get off the bus with a book bag with the whole outfit on. Like, damn, man, where you get that from? That's straight. We were getting ours from New York Fashions, all the cheap stuff. He had on the real stuff. I'm like, Teddy, what? Wait a minute now. Yeah, my brother Tony, he made Tony straight for Cali. I'm like, damn, how much he charge?
Yeah, that's when Teddy was young. I used to do school clothes.
Yeah.
He didn't require much. I would make the Hammer pants. And then he got a chance to go, when Hammer came to Raleigh, he got a chance to go, went backstage and got a chance to meet him and all that.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Teddy, Daniel Hill. What's up?
Yeah. I think that, for me, I think what really is baffling sometimes is that when you design for entertainers, sometimes the designers or the stylists and stuff that put them together gets lost in the shuffle because the artist is so huge.
Right.
But a lot of times these artists are not dressing themselves and they're not putting stuff together. And I think it's so important that it's known whom is doing this, because these people are putting their hard work and creativity to make you look fabulous. So a lot of times it's not told.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people don't know that I actually created those pants from a set of my mother's curtains.
Right.
And it was years later, maybe 8 to 9 years before I got the MC Hammer gigs.
Wow.
And put them in those pants. And then the SoulTrain dancers wore them for years.
Yeah, I saw that.
Before I got them to MC Hammer, because I sent them to SoulTrain first. I used to ship them to the dancers. But, they went from... Hammer's popularity was so great.
Yes, it
that
was.
That's how they became the Hammer pants, because they would, he wore them. So
right.
They would call them Hammer pants. He didn't create them, but he wore them.
He wore them, right.
And I think that our chemistry was perfect for one. And we were a perfect match, because what I did as a designer and the flair that I was able to bring, I got all that practice in SoulTrain.
Right.
In his dance style and his whole concept, it was a perfect marriage with in terms of what we had as celebrity and designer. Even with 357, doing that stuff, it was perfect. I was able to take some stuff that I've been doing and put it on them, and it worked. Because at that particular time, female rap artists was dressing
hard.
More, more saggy jeans. They weren't doing the tight, sexy, and classy and sexy stuff like that. And so they brought about a whole nother change in terms of dressing.
They definitely put Oakland on the map. So all y'all internets out there, go Google or go to YouTube and type in Oaktown 357. What song was that? I can't even think of it right now.
It was Juicy.
Yeah. Juicy got them crazy. Got them juicy. I remember that because you did all the outfits. I remember that.
It was Old Town 357 and B&GB.
With B&GB, right.
Huh?
B&GB, I forgot about her. Well, shout out to B&GB. I forgot. I used to love B&GB.
B&GB, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That was the Beyonce of the era.
Right, she was. Since then, what are you doing now? What's up with you now in LA?
I'm still, doing the whole fashion thing and music and some other stuff I got in the works. I don't want to say anything about because you don't want nobody breathing no negative energy over your dream.
You already know that. That happened. So, we saw you on the phone on the Flex and Shawnee's show, or the Shawnee's and Flex and Shawnee's. Shout out to Shawnee's Flex. When you were with her mom, and everybody in Wilson was so proud. People in Wilson be proud of Tony because coming from where we from and seeing where you at, it gotta be a proud moment. So I know everybody that's seen it had to be like, "Oh, girl, look at Tony. Tony, crazy. Tony, oh my God." Then when they see you in person, they be like, "You still the same person," which is a good thing.
Well, first of all, I have to say that my first love in terms of inspiring and trying to help is always back home.
Right.
Because the Wilson was wonderful to me. I mean, I was able to be as open as I am today. So my whole thing is trying to give back to the community and to the players that I know that had my back and that supported me then. And so that's why Hope Top came about. That's why when I wrote that song and I called you and said, "Hey, listen, I got this song. I want you to do a rap on this song for me. Please do a rap on this song for me." And I can hear the hesitation in your voice.
Oh yeah, you already know.
No.
I wasn't trying to do that. I want to no. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the story behind it. When I got out there And I did the other song, the Bounce Rock Skate song, and I really didn't even want to do that. And I did that, and by the time we left, went around Cali, and I saw how Cali was in LA, went to the Hollywood sign and Hollywood Boulevard, and this, that, and the third. I was like, I love this, so I got to do something with my music that can get me back out here for real, for real. So by that time, we went back to the studio. I just had something for it. And I didn't say I like my pork chops extra crispy. It was really I like my chicken extra crispy. Talking about these chicks out here, and then you told me to change it to pork chop. And then it's funny how when I said that became the iconic line. Now, a lot of people were killing me with that. I'm like, come on, dude. I like my pork chops extra crispy. Everywhere I go, to this day, some people still do that. And I'm like, really? What's up, pork chop extra crispy? Like, really? Here, really? Come on, man. But it was cool, though. It was cool.
Well, see, that's how pork chop came about, because my thing was, I said, whenever I get the opportunity to do anything in entertainment that can be exposure for other people, I want to do it at home. So anyway, so that's where the whole pork chop thing came back in terms of getting back to the city I came from. And the whole concept of the video was imitating how it was for me growing up in Wilson, which was fun.
Right.
And being around a lot of people, family, having a good time. That's what that whole video symbolizes. And we were like in well over 1 million views, and unfortunately got hacked.
Yeah.
The video taken down, but that's okay because we got to do it again this summer.
Oh yeah, you got to come home and do something crazy again.
Well, I got a couple ideas that are banging, and I got to talk to you about putting together some stuff because with that, Steve Knight and Gerald Brooks.
Shout out to Steve and Gerald. What's up, Steve? Gerald?
And so, you guys are doing my album.
Right.
And you Steve, Gerald, and Kelly putting together this amazing record for me. So I'm so excited. I can't wait until the other songs are out there. And I'm ready to do this.
Hey, this is the year to do it. It's 2017. Look at me. I got a podcast.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you with this show. And,
you know what I'm saying? So,
and I'm going around talking to everybody. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, this is what it is now. So, I know you on Cali time, I'm East Coast time, so I know you a busy person, so I'm so glad that you took out the time to actually talk to me and gave me that story, and it was very insightful, and it broke down a lot of stuff that people wanted to know. That's what's up. So, send me some tickets so I can come on out there.
Well, you gotta be ready.
I'm always ready.
Taking my hit in the mail, you gotta be ready to bounce, rock, skate, roll.
Oh wow! If they only knew half of the stuff that's on the album, man.
No,
hey, I'm not even gonna go there because I'll use that for the other interview. But I appreciate you being on the show. I'm glad when you come home so we can trip out like we normally do and record some stuff. So give a shout out to everybody in LA for me. Tell Maxie I want some cookies or something. She need to send me some Maxie from the Mary Jane Girl.
Oh, that's right. Maxie and I are working on some stuff together. You guys, Maxie is the other 1/4 member of the Mary Jane Girl.
Yeah, all night long. Yeah.
And so we're working on some stuff. We're so excited about. We have so many projects and stuff in work. So I'm sure I'll be able to share some more stuff with you later. But I may be in town soon.
Okay, cool.
To work on some prom stuff. But you have to keep in touch now because I don't get to hear from you much now since you're so busy and famous and
famous.
doing your podcast and all your Don't get Hollywood on me now.
Shout outs to Wide Awake. Shout outs to LA. Everybody up listen to the show. This is the CazzMania show. Tamechi Toney Briggs, the inventor of the MC Hammer Pants. Give him a round of applause. Yo, I'm gonna hit you up when I get off this show. So peace to the world. Peace, love, and everything else. Peace.
It's CazzMann and the CazzMania Radio Show.